I'm on a journey to earn every platinum trophy that the Uncharted series has to offer. And if you are new to this series, I am kicking off this journey by collecting all 166 trophies that the remastered trilogy has to offer. In order to be as efficient as possible, I broke down this challenge into 4 main steps. First, I have to complete a playthrough on crushing difficulty while finding all the collectibles. Step 2 is completing all speedrun trophies. Step 3 is trophy cleanup, of course. And the final step is a playthrough on the dreaded brutal difficulty. So far, I have been able to cross Uncharted 1 and 2 off my list, and oh boy has it been quite the adventure. Grenade for you, grenade for you, grenade for everybody, grenade for everyone. Oh my god. What just shot me? I'd love to know. This is so broken. Oh my god. Oh my god. With Drake's Fortune and Among Thieves now complete, it was time to move on to the final game of the Nathan Drake collection, Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception. With giant shoes to fill from the success of the second game, Uncharted 3 upped the ante with an adrenaline thrill ride that includes some of the best cinematics, environments, and gameplay of the series to date. However, it is often the most overlooked chapter in the Nathan Drake saga. For me, Drake's Deception must be one of those games that just arrived at the right time in my life because moments from this game are literally etched into the gray matter of my brain. When I think of some of my favorite experiences of playing the Uncharted series, I think of this game. With another 2-year time jump in between games, this story begins with our dudes Nathan Drake and Sully entering a pub somewhere in London. Here, we meet a man named Talbot, who is interested in buying Nate's ring for a large sum of Queen Elizabeth's. As Talbot inspects the ring, Nate inspects the bills and suspects that they are fake, so he and Sully terminate the deal. Talbot doesn't take too kindly to this and attempts to keep Nate and Sully from leaving. So, Nate does what any great man would do and breaks a pool stick over a guy's head and starts a fight. Taking control for the first time, I take on Talbot's goons and get introduced to the improved fighting mechanics that this game has to offer, as well as a new enemy type, the big guys. Son of a biscuit.
Come on. Just give me a second there, mate. I'll be right with you. Okay, ready for more.
Woo! Oh, yeah. After taking out the big man, I find my first treasure in the bar, which leads to a trophy. As we fight our way out of the pub, we end up in an alleyway where we get cut off by Baldy, who is apparently still upset that we broke a pool stick over his head. Nate and Sully suddenly lose all fighting skills for some reason and quickly get overpowered. A car then pulls up as Talbot steps out, along with a woman that seemingly knows our heroes named Kate Marlowe. She pulls out quite possibly the dorkiest weapon possible, an umbrella knife, and steals Nate's ring. Nate attempts to go after her but is quickly gunned down by Baldy, who then also shoots Sully. And that's where the credits roll because our heroes are dead and the game is apparently over.
Got him!
Just kidding. You should have seen the look on your guys' faces. The story then flashes back 20 years earlier, where we take control of a young Nathan Drake exploring a museum somewhere in Colombia. Inside, we appear to be looking for a specific item among the artifacts until we eventually come across Sir Francis Drake's ring along with a decoder-looking thing. Into the frame walks a young Victor Sullivan who appears to be interested in the same items. We observe Sully as he attempts to unlock the case with a key shortly before we are thrown out by museum guards. Back on the streets, we spot Sully once again and decide to follow him until we eventually end up at a key maker. After a short while, Sully steps back out onto the streets, though is now accompanied by a woman, a young Kate Marlowe. We tail him and pickpocket his wallet along with the key, but are then shortly cut off by him in an alleyway. After a short conversation, which is clearly Nate's first interaction with Sully, we give back his wallet but swipe the key first. Back at the museum, we sneak our way in and use the key to open the case and take the ring and the decoder. Shortly after discovering that the items work together, Sully and Marlowe interrupt and take the decoder. Before they can take the ring as well, we make our escape and one of my favorite chase scenes of the entire series ensues.
Oh god.
He's heading for the roof.
These camera angles are a little sus.
Oh crap.
Down, down, down,
Who the hell are
down.
these guys?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Gotcha.
Dun, 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 bam, bam, bam. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa. Fuck, that would hurt. That's at least a concussion.
We've got him.
Woo!
Excuse me, coming through. Sorry about that.
Sorry, amigo. Son of a bitch. Run! Woo! Man, they really are shooting at me, aren't they? Oh, fuck. That is a broken neck, probably. Broken neck or concussion. And we just killed somebody. 15-year-old, and we killed someone.
Just close your eyes. This won't hurt a bit.
The first of many bodies, yeah. Nathan Drake's body count's got to be like 2 milli. After Sully saves our life, he treats us to a nice meal and is apparently no longer Team Marlowe, leading to the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Back in present day, Marlowe and Talbot drive away, leaving behind Baldy, who waits for the car to turn the corner before he leans over and asks Nate and Sully if they're alright. Nate and Sully then open their eyes, revealing that all the events that just transpired were an elaborate setup to draw out Marlowe. And Baldy here is an old friend of ours named Charlie Cutter. As we sneak our way around the streets of London, we meet up with none other than our devious side piece, Chloe. Chloe trailed Marlowe's car to a warehouse that contains a secret entrance leading to old service tunnels underneath London. While climbing around these tunnels, I find the strange relic for a trophy. Quietly taking down some of Marlowe's men along the way, we end up in a hidden library where Marlowe and Talbot attempt to use Drake's ring with the decoder. Obviously, it doesn't work because the ring is a fake, which leads to Marlowe instructing her men to search for us. Marlowe's dumbass leaves the decoder on the table, so a couple snapped necks and one trophy earned later, we go to retrieve it. Using it to decode a message from Drake's journal leads to the discovery of a map hidden in a statue of a golden deer. Like a badass, Nate reads the map in the middle of a gunfight to reveal that Drake went on a secret voyage to Arabia. With Marlowe's men now onto us, we have to fight our way back through the tunnels. Ow! Mother fricker, dude. Okay, I need another weapon here. Thank you. Some grenades will be pretty sick right now. Skirt. This gun is loud as frick. God, you suckers in your hiding spots. Oh shit, they're fucking behind us, guys. Mother effer. What the fuck? This guy's glitched. Your shotgun can't beat my fist, boy. Give me that. Fuck. I forgot how to throw it. What the fuck? Throw the fucking thing, man.
Come on!
It's a hell of a shot. Now safe in our secret hideout with our squad, Nate reveals that our next big adventure is the pursuit of Ubar, or in other words, Atlantis of the Sands, a mythical ancient city filled with immeasurable wealth. Sent on a secret voyage by Queen Elizabeth I, Sir Francis Drake was in pursuit of this city using clues from an archaeologist named T.E. Lawrence, or Lawrence of Arabia. With Nate's belief that the next clues can be found in both Syria and France, the crew splits up. What I want to know is, where's Baygirl in all this? Where's Elena? With Daddy Sully, we head to France in search of a long-abandoned chateau. Inside, we find that the building is in worse shape than my current financial status, which leads to Nate falling through the floor into a cave system. As we find our way back to the surface, we find that Marlowe's men have also arrived on the scene. Bye-bye. Woo! Defeat 20 enemies with hand-to-hand combat. That's what's up. I did not know I did that already. Sorry, guys. Ah! Ah! I'm dead. Give me that. Oh. Jesus. Almost fucking killed myself with that. Oh my god. What a death.
They must have followed us. It's the only way.
Jesus, bruv. I'm dead.
Grenade! Incoming!
Damn. Jesus. Woo, 20 headshots, baby. Let's go. Okay, I need to kill this fucker up here. Come on, pop your dumbass little head out.
Here we go. Tower's right there. We gotta get inside.
After taking out a small army, we head back inside the chateau, solve a few puzzles, and go through a few secret passageways to find a crypt with half an amulet inside. Unable to decrypt the message without the other half, we hope that Chloe and Cutter have found it in Syria. As we leave the tomb, we are cut off by Talbot, who holds us at gunpoint and takes the amulet. I'm so tired of this guy already, man. He looks like he plays competitive chess for a living. Suddenly, thousands of giant spiders fill the room and instantly kill one of the bad guys. Though the spiders are deterred by light, Talbot locks us inside the chamber with them, leaving us with the need to find another way out. A chase ensues with hundreds of creepy crawlies nipping at our heels, but we are eventually able to escape. Now, just trying to find a way out of the crumbling chateau, we find that Talbot has instructed the goons to burn the entire thing down. Remember earlier when I was talking about some of my core memories from playing the Uncharted series? Yeah, this sequence is one of them. Jesus. Okay. Am I supposed to fight that fucking guy?
There's the door.
Son of a biscuit. It's got to be a wee bit toasty in there. God, that was lucky as f. What the f was going on with that guy? Shit! Oh, that's GG's, buddy. After surviving the impossible yet again, Nate and Sully quickly head for Syria with fears that Chloe and Cutter were also followed and could be in danger. Arriving at the Citadel in Syria the next night, we are unable to reach Chloe and Cutter and fear the worst. Just as we thought, Marlowe's men are already here. After taking out a few agents and sneaking around a bit, we run into Chloe and Cutter unharmed. After we find out why we haven't been able to contact them...
Oh, right, I need to top up my minutes.
You're using a prepaid phone?
Mate, those contracts are a complete rip-off.
Cutter goes on to explain that they've discovered that Marlowe is the head of a secret order that dates back 4 centuries. Like any old secret order, they seek to gain power by exploiting the fears of their enemies. Cutter also presents us with the next clue in finding the other half of the amulet within the Citadel. As we fight and sneak our way through the old fortress following clues, I am able to farm a couple trophies, including Blindfire Marksman and Bare Knuckle Slugger. As we continue searching the Citadel, we nearly get obliterated by RPGs, the crew gets separated, Nate adds another couple hundred to his body count, and I'm able to collect my 40th treasure for a trophy. After a while, we regroup with Sully and Chloe near what we believe to be a secret entrance hidden in plain sight. As we are searching, we turn a corner leaving Cutter alone for 15 whole seconds, which is apparently enough time for Prissy Boy here to shoot a mind control dart into Cutter's neck. Cutter willingly hands over his gun and journal containing all of our clues up to this point as Talbot tells him not to trust Nate. Talbot disappears around the corner and leaves us with Cutter, who has now gone full schizo. We are able to solve the clues and open the secret entrance without Cutter's journal. However, with a mix of Cutter's extreme fear of tight spaces along with now tripping major balls, he attacks Nate. Here we go. Oh, God. Why'd I let him do that? Fuck. Charlie just killed my ass.
I'm not gonna fight you. Stop it.
Oh, I'm just dodging him. That's right. Not actually supposed to fight him. Probably need to knock him out. How do I get him to stop? Jesus! Why is this the longest fight of the game? Oh, he's gonna kill my ass. Okay. That was supposed to happen.
No, what are you? Don't! Charlie, you're killing Nate. Okay, you gotta listen to me. You are killing Nate. After almost killing Nate, Cutter snaps out of it and we are able to continue our way into the tomb as a big happy family once again. Inside, we solve another intricate puzzle and survive another encounter with some more cracked out spiders before we find the second crypt containing the other half of the amulet. Somehow, Nate knows exactly where they need to go in Yemen for their next clue based purely off of this random ass symbol. Of course, as we make our way out, Talbot and his men cut us off, which leads to Cutter pretending to still be under mind control before he pops a cap into Talbot. After a short chase, we get separated from Cutter, who gets cornered by Talbot once again, who was somehow uninjured from the gunshot. He and Marlowe take the half of the amulet from Cutter and then set the tower ablaze, forcing him to jump for it. Cutter survives the fall with a broken leg, forcing Chloe and Sully to carry him out while I, once again, do all the work. Don't have any grenades, you asshole. Oh my God! I hate this shit, do 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 do. I hate this shit, do 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 do. Oh my God, I just wasted my grenade and killed myself. Oh, that grenade was my only hope. Hey, go ahead, come on, walk by me. Yeah, you. Oh my God, yeah. Just all drop in on my face. Yeah. I'm dead. How did I survive that? The world will never know. Surprise! How that didn't kill you, I don't know.
Hurry, they're right behind us.
Head to the gatehouse.
Have one of those, buddy. Oh my God, I overthrew it. I hate this shit.
Head for the gatehouse.
Walk right into that. Walk right into it. Walk right into it. That's a beauty. 30 kills with grenades, baby. Give me that. Oh my god. Hey, you want some too? GG's. My god. Oh my god. They were waiting. Oh wow, you're gonna spawn me right here? Okay, that's cool. Woo! 30 kills with a Gmail. We're farming trophies out here. We make our escape on an empty tour bus and decide to continue on without Cutter and Chloe due to Cutter's injury. Hoping to make our way into Yemen without any trouble, Sully advises Nate that he knows who we need to reach out to.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening!
Arriving in Yemen, we meet up with the goddess of all goddesses, the blonde baddie, the apple of my eye, Bay Girl herself, Elena. For reasons not shown, Nate and Elena are no longer together, which makes for an awkward reunion. Why can't they just work things out? Though they argue over the fact that Elena is still wearing her wedding ring and that Nate is now obsessed with another quest, Elena still decides to help. She provides Nate and Sully with journalist permits, which allows us to navigate the city without too much trouble. As Elena guides us through the city, we spot Talbot, who Nate decides to tail in hopes of retrieving Cutter's journal. Talbot soon notices the tail and catches Nate off guard, though Nate is somehow able to swipe the journal before he throws us into a small market area filled with agents. After going full Keanu Reeves in the Matrix, we hook back up with Elena and Sully and find the symbol from the amulet right on top of a secret entrance. Inside, we discover a constellation map that pinpoints the location of the lost city of Ubar. Suddenly, the cracked out spiders start pouring out of the murals on the walls, which leads to a quick exit. Inside the next room, we discover messages from Sir Francis Drake himself that seem to indicate that he made it this far as well, but what he found led him to abandon his mission and attempt to hide all evidence of his voyage. Elena becomes upset that Nate is unfazed by this information and wants to continue searching for the lost city. We then fight our way out of the tomb after being followed and shortly make it back above ground where Nate suddenly gets shot in the neck with a trippy dart. This sends Nate into a mind-bending dreamlike state where Talbot provides us with some soothing ASMR.
Marlowe's waiting. Relax. Sully? Sully's not here, Drake. You're on
This guy's voice is kind of soothing. Nate awakens sometime later, sitting at a table with Marlowe, Talbot, and this guy. Marlowe begins spouting out personal information about Nate, including that his real name isn't Drake, his mother unalived herself, and his father left him up for adoption. She then threatens Elena's life unless we cooperate and give up Sully, who had memorized the constellation map from earlier. As Talbot begins to leave after receiving news of Sully's location, we take the opportunity to escape and give chase. Come on, Nate, turn on the freaking afterburners. Parkour is better than Assassin's Creed. Fight me on it. Oh! Ouch. Woo!
Shit.
Sick ass hookah lounge. And they really shoot you for chasing each other in the streets, huh? A couple hangers did it, huh?
Come on.
Woo! Tell me that wouldn't knock you out. Oh, God. Thanks to Nate for not keeping his head on a swivel, we awaken tied up somewhere being interrogated by the man from earlier, a pirate named Ramses. When we refuse to give him information on Aram's location, Ramses leaves us to be roughed up by his goons and implies that he is holding Sully captive. Once I gain control of Nate, I break free from the chair and take on 10 guys at once with my bare hands, no diddy. In the same room, I locate my 60th treasure and collect a trophy. Climbing my way out of my holding site, I collect my holster and make my way outside to discover that I'm in some kind of ship graveyard. As I navigate and fight my way through decaying old vessels, I find myself in an area filled with not only dozens of enemies, but also a friggin' turret. Yeah, this was going to be a problem. Oh my god, he threw it right on the ledge, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna be here for a while, aren't I?
Oh, shit.
Headshot expert, baby. 5 enemies in a row with headshots. Okay. Did not realize I just did that. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Oh my god, leave me alone.
I've got you.
What is shoot? He shot me through the railing, dude. A dead surprise mother. Surprise mother.
No, no.
Ah! I'm not dying in this spot again, bro. Oh shit. Dick. No, 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 I'm gonna get shot by the turret. Let me roll away. I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead. 30 kills with the Cal 7, baby. Trophy. No. Fuck you. Leave me alone, please. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I can't even point that high. What is happening? This guy's got a freaking grenade launcher. Let's go.
That one's for Sully.
Did I freaking kill them all? Oh my god, that was horrific. After taking out a bunch of pirates on my way to higher ground, I find myself in the radio tower of one of the ships. For some reason, it comes as a surprise to Nate that it is no longer functioning. However, there is conveniently a pair of binoculars within reach, and we spot Ramses headed toward a fully functioning cruise ship and assume that's where he must be holding Sully. Down on the docks, I sneak my way across the rocking platforms, quietly taking out pirates in an attempt to secretly board Ramses' shuttle boat, only to get shot at by an RPG anyways. As I try to fight my way over to the other functioning boat, I am kicked off yet again and then proceed to get smacked by a giant wave. Nate recovers quickly, however, and we are able to jump onto the boat as it flees from the dock. As the boats make their way towards Ramses' cruise ship, I fight off the pirates on board as well as take out 2 other boats. With my boat on fire, I quickly jump onto the cruise ship's conveniently placed ladder. Once on board, I scour the ship looking for Sully while taking out waves of Ramses' men along the way. Once I find the hold, I see what appears to be Sully tied to a chair with a bag over his head, but it turns out to be a dummy. Ramses then appears and reveals that they never had Sully on board and only told Nate that he did to invoke fear so that Nate would talk. As one of the pirates approaches, Nate headbutts him, takes a grenade, and then chucks it, which ruptures the ship's hull. Nate then simultaneously takes a shot at Ramses and hits him, causing him to stumble away with his men. What occurs next is, dare I say, pure cinema. Woo! Hangman, kill 20 enemies with gunfire while hanging.
We gotta get out of here.
Jesus. Could use the elevator. Freaking elevator works.
Shit, no, no, no!
Grab onto something, my boy. This fucking guy. Oh shit. Run, sucker. Am I dead? What? Holy shit, what is happening? Can't even move. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. Yep. 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 That's GG's. That's GG's. Oh my god, I cannot misstep at all, can I? Doggy. Having escaped the sinking ship, Nate miraculously washes up on shore near civilization. And even more miraculously, Elena just happens to be staying in a hotel room just minutes away. Plot armor thicker than a bowl of oatmeal on this guy. Elena informs Nate that Sully is alive. However, he has been captured and is being taken on a convoy into the Rub al Khali desert. I tried my best at pronouncing that, okay? Leave me alone. Elena then goes on to explain her plan, which is to stow away on a cargo plane that is set to drop off supplies to Marlowe's convoy. We decide to take a little Nathan snooze on Baygirl's lap and then make our way to the airport at dawn. Right as the chapter starts, I collect my 80th treasure for the Expert Fortune Hunter trophy. A little bit later, while taking out a few goons using a silenced pistol, I earn the 100 headshots trophy. After a few more gunfights, we arrive at the gate of the airstrip. As Nate climbs over the gate, he refuses to help Elena over because he does not want to risk losing her again like in the last game. He instructs Elena to take a jeep and get out of there while we make our daring attempt to board the cargo plane. Just as I am about to board, the plane takes off and I have to find another way onto the airstrip while goons are doing all they can to stop me. I am able to fight my way through the onslaught and make it back onto the airstrip with the plane speeding away. Clearly unable to keep up with the airplane on foot, Baygirl comes to the rescue in a jeep and helps us catch up to the landing gear. What happens next? If you know, you know.
Shit.
What's up, big boy? GG's, buddy. All because we wanted to knock that guy off the plane. We're sending this whole shit down. I'm dead. What?
I can't breathe!
Cinema right here, ladies and gentlemen. Cinema. It's some crazy shit.
Oh, thank God.
Woo! Clearly the only survivor of a major plane crash, we are now stranded in the middle of the Ruba Khalid desert with no signs of civilization in sight. Over the next couple days, Nate wanders the desert suffering from heat exhaustion, severe thirst, and experiences vivid hallucinations and mirages. On what seems to be the third day of wandering and surviving the desert, we stumble across signs of civilization. However, it appears to be a ghost town. Dude's gonna have sand in his ass crack for years to come. As we search the ghost town for water and any signs of life, we stumble across, you guessed it, Marlowe's men at the same random ass ghost town in the middle of nowhere. After a bit of fighting, it seems that the lack of water, food, and quality sleep has caught up to Nate, and we reach a point where it seems that we won't make it out alive this time. Suddenly, a group of Arabic men on horseback appear and help me fight my way out of the town and right to safety. Later that night in the horsemen's encampment, we learn that our savior and the leader of the tribe is a man named Salim. Salim is aware of Marlowe's convoy as his men have been tracking it, and questions what they and Nate are here looking for. As Nate mentions the lost city of Ubar, Salim warns us that if they find it, we're all doomed. He goes on to tell us of a legend that 3,000 years ago, King Solomon commanded the power of the jinn, or demons born from smokeless fire, and when they rebelled against him, he imprisoned them within a brass vessel and cast it into the heart of the city. The jinn now curse the city, and if Marlowe finds it and unleashes their power, the world is in danger. This motivates Salim to aid us in tracking down the convoy and saving Sully so that we can save the world yet again. At dawn, because all great things happen at dawn, we follow Salim on horseback and catch up to the convoy. Hopping between the trucks and my horse and occasionally face first into the ground, we slowly make our way towards the front of the convoy where they're holding Sully. During this endeavor, I am also able to get 30 kills with the M9. After a few unsuccessful attempts, I destroy the convoy and make my way to the front where we find Sully alive and well. I am able to save him from one of the big guys and send the rest of the convoy over the cliff's edge. Sully confirms our suspicions that Marlowe is not after treasure and is instead in pursuit of something more sinister. We follow Salim into a sandstorm to find the rest of the convoy, but quickly get separated from the rest of the group. Nate and Sully then continue forward on foot after the horses get spooked and stumble right upon the convoy. I silently take as many of them from behind as I can, once again no Diddy, and earn the Master Ninja trophy for doing so 50 times. Then I had some fun fighting the rest of the convoy in the still ongoing sandstorm. What the f- What are we doing? I'm dead. Oh my god. After finally navigating through that mess, we realize we've stumbled right upon the legendary gates of Ubar. Unlocking them demands a bit of parkour and the activation of several mechanisms before the ancient city is finally revealed before our eyes. I mean seriously, man, just look at these visuals. A short way into the city, we come across a fully functioning water system that appears to be running through the entire city. Nate then proceeds to drink from the fountain, and almost immediately after, a sudden solar eclipse casts an eerie shadow over the city. Nate and Sully look to each other in awe, before an abrupt gunshot rings out as Sully collapses to reveal that the chess-playing prissy boy has shot him in the back. Sully is lifeless before we can even lower him to the ground, which sends Nate overcome by rage in pursuit of Talbot and Marlowe. Before I can catch up to them, they step into an elevator, leaving me to fend off a few of Marlowe's men. However, these guys seem a little bit different. Oh, of course he didn't die. He's still not dead. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Appearing to have been possessed by the power of the jinn as Salim had warned, the goons are engulfed in flames with the ability to teleport and can withstand significantly more damage. It legit took me 15 minutes just to kill 3 of them. Skill issue. As I take the elevator down, Talbot appears before me once again and throws a smoke grenade filled with hallucinogens. Over the course of the next several minutes, we're swept into a psychedelic journey that throws me back into the streets of Colombia where I am hunted down by the cracked out spiders. Then I'm forced to shoot Sully as a young Nate, battle through a swarm of more jinn-possessed goons, and chase a mirage of Sully leading us deeper into the heart of the city. I'm trying to get a little bit of whatever he's having, sheesh. After I collect a Supernatural Born Killers trophy and solve a bizarre puzzle including a mirage of ourselves, we awaken at the bottom of the pool, appearing to have escaped the hallucination. No longer tripping major balls, I make my way into a large cavern in the middle of the city where I spot Talbot and Marlowe. I jump this little crevasse, as Bear Grylls would say, and god dang it, I missed a treasure right there. Leave it to me to be perfect all the way up until the last chapter. I'll have to come back for that one later. Luckily for me, the goons in this area don't appear to be possessed by the Jinn, which makes this fight a lot more manageable. As I make my way across the cavern, I enter a room where I suddenly hear a familiar voice. From around a corner appears our Lord and Savior, Victor Sullivan, alive and well. Nate is understandably shooketh at this point and raises his gun towards Sully, refusing to believe that he's real. Sully gives Nate a good flick on the forehead, which is all the proof we need that he is the real Daddy Sully after all. Sully goes on to explain that Nate went completely nuts after he drank the water from the fountain, so a good majority of everything that occurred afterwards was just a hallucination. The eclipse, Sully getting shot, and the Jinn were all just the side effect of whatever was contaminating the water. This leads Nate to believe that there is truth to the legend that Salim told him, that there really is a vessel that was cast into the heart of the city directly into its main water source, which drove the entire city mad and led to its collapse. This would also explain what Marlowe was really after and why Sir Francis chose to abandon this quest hundreds of years ago. Accompanied once again by Sully, I find my 100th treasure and shortly after catch up to Marlowe and Talbot as they are attempting to bring the vessel to the surface. Nate and Sully decide to split up and try to flank them from each side. Nate soon gets spotted by Prissy Boy, but Sully quickly deflects the shot. However, his old ass quickly gets overpowered and Talbot kicks him into the water below. Nate dives in to save Sully, and together they watch as the vessel is raised to the surface. Grabbing the flare gun Sully had picked up earlier, Nate takes aim with the kind of precision only found in video games, firing from 30 feet below the surface and hitting the crane on the first try. As the vessel plummets back into the depths, Nate then fires 2 more shots at Marlowe, striking the structure behind them. The impact sets off a chain reaction, causing the entire city to start to crumble. Marlowe and Talbot flee, and we quickly follow, fighting our way out of the city as it collapses around us. Amidst the chaos, I am able to get 30 kills with the T-Bolt sniper for another trophy. As we near the city's surface, we encounter Marlowe and Talbot shortly before the floor collapses beneath us, throwing Marlowe into a pit of quicksand. Nate the Merciful attempts to save the Wicked Witch, but is unsuccessful as she is submerged into the sand along with Nate's ring. With one of the big bads out of the way, we make our way out onto the surface where waves of sand are sweeping away the city. Jumping from one moving platform to another, we nearly make our way to safety before we are tackled by an enraged Talbot onto a platform down below. This sends me into one of the most annoying hand-to-hand fights in the entire series. Ow, Jesus. Lag. I'm dead. What is happening? Jesus Christ, dude. What is happening? Oh my God. Okay, this one's all about just fucking dodging his stuff. You can't even initiate attacks. Okay, I can't initiate hits. It's so annoying. We're about done yet? Jesus Christ. How many times have we gotta do this shit? Just shit about to finally fucking end? My God.
Time to end this, you son of a bitch.
God, that was so annoying, dude. Charted easy, charted normal, charted hard, and charted on brutal. Oh, I'm crushing. My bad. Not brutal yet. Crushing.
So much for immeasurable wealth, huh?
Well,
It's not much, is it?
it's enough.
Can't believe we managed to collapse that whole place by just blowing up one building. With the world saved by our beloved heroes once again, Nate and Sully return to the airport in Yemen. On the airstrip, Sully gets all sentimental, speaking like a true father figure, and hands Nate his wedding ring that he's been holding on to since Nate and Elena separated. As Elena joins them, Nate comes to his damn senses and makes things right with her, leading to a lover's embrace. All is right in the world of Uncharted once again as the trio climbs aboard Sully's new seaplane and the credits roll. All in all, I stand by what I said about this being one of my favorite games in the series, while also recognizing that the story had what I thought was an awesome build-up only to be rushed towards the end. With all that being said, it is still a 10 out of 10 gaming experience for me and is definitely not one that should be skipped when you're playing through the series. Before I can move on to the rest of the trophy cleanup, I have to return to the treasure that I missed at the beginning of the last chapter. Thank God for chapter select. There it is. Okay, should be another trophy here. Master Thief Collection. Find all treasures and the strange relic. W. Okay. All right, we did it. We played through once. We'll have to speed run again one more time, and then I'll have to play it on brutal. First up in the trophy cleanup, it's time for chapter speed runs starting with chapter 7, which I have to beat in under 9 minutes and 30 seconds. During my first attempt, I earned the Brute Beater trophy for countering all the big boys' attacks. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, that trophy better pop. All right, we got Brute Breaker, which means successfully counter all of the Brute's damage-giving attacks. I was surprised I did not get that in the first playthrough, to be honest. As well as the Run and Gunner trophy. I had some trouble with this one, as a successful speed run would take me 3 more attempts. Okay, there we go. Outrun the flames. Beat chapter 7, stay in the light in less than 9 minutes 30 seconds. W, get me out of here. The next speed run was chapter 16 with time to complete of less than 12 minutes. This one was pretty easy since you can run past a lot of the gunfights, so I was able to get this one on my first attempt as well as 30 kills with the ARM micro. And for the final chapter speed run, I completed chapter 20 in under 15 minutes. My favorite part about these chapters is not being able to see fucking shit. Easy peasy. The rest of the trophy cleanup varies a little bit in this game compared to the first two. However, there are also a lot of the same type of trophies, so I'll spare you the details on those. The trophies that change things up a bit include defeating 50 enemies in a row without auto reload. Basically, I just can't let the clip empty during gunfights, which triggers an auto reload. As a failsafe, I activated one-shot kills and made sure to just reload after every couple of shots while using the pistol. This trophy is also not affected by restarting checkpoints, so this one came relatively easy. In the same area, I also completed a trophy that includes a new enemy type that I forgot to mention, everyone's least favorite type of Call of Duty player, Riot Shielders. For this trophy, I had to perform a melee move which includes running over the shield and killing the holder from behind, something I had not done a single time in the first playthrough. After farming 5 of these types of kills abusing checkpoint restart, the trophy popped. The next 2 trophies also included a new gaming mechanic for Uncharted 3, which is the ability to throw back an enemy grenade when timed correctly. On the bridge in the final chapter, I was able to earn trophies for defeating 10 enemies with thrown back grenades and throwing back a grenade to defeat 2 enemies at once. Moving on to my next miscellaneous trophy, I had to defeat 20 enemies while treading water. Abusing one-shot kills yet again, I was able to earn this trophy with ease in the ship graveyard in chapter 12. Immediately after, I earned a trophy for killing an enemy while using an alternate skin, and another for comparing game stats with all my friends. And for my final trophy for the bulk of the cleanup was probably my favorite trophy of the entire series, smacking up 3 of Marlowe's men with a fish in the market. With the cleanup process now complete, it was time to take old Donut Drake for one last ride and complete a speedrun of Uncharted 3's entire story. With the time to complete of 4 hours and 15 minutes, I had ample time for this run, but I was not going to take it lightly after how close my speedruns of the first 2 games were. I can't make Nate walk any damn faster during his slog through the desert though, so we'll just have to add 15 minutes to my time right there. I'm sure the extra 200 pounds didn't make it any easier on the poor guy.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
During this time, I was also able to read an entire Reddit thread about why my biceps aren't getting any bigger. The rest of the speedrun went smoothly, and I was also able to earn the Survivor trophy along the way for killing 75 enemies in a row without dying. With almost 30 minutes left to spare, I completed the story, which led to the YOLO Deceptively trophy to pop, along with Neediest for Speediest and the Fat and the Furious. Just like Uncharted 2, the YOLO trophy for beating the last mission on normal or harder is apparently glitched and can be earned during a continuous speedrun on easy. I ain't complaining. With only 3 trophies left, there was only one more major obstacle in this long, treacherous, yet fulfilling journey of earning every platinum trophy for the Nathan Drake collection. I was going to have to make brutal difficulty my bitch one more time. And if you just pay no mind to the death counter above my camera as I complete this godforsaken mode, you will see the face of a man unbroken with the restless attempts by Naughty Dog to make me hate my favorite games. Around every corner was a bullet to the face and immediate death, but did that deter me? No. Was I going to let a broken spawn point where I died, kid you not, 33 times in a row stop me from achieving my dreams? No. Even my camera tried to quit on me, but I was not going to quit on myself. 6 hours later, and a death counter that rivals that of From Software games, I completed the Uncharted 3 brutal playthrough. Uncharted on brutal difficulty, baby. Get me out of here. All right, baby. 1 trophy left, ladies and gentlemen. We got to go to the cruise ship. As I made my way through Ramsey's pirate-infested cruise ship, I couldn't help but reflect on the countless moments of laughter, the moments of intense sadness, and those times when I was on the verge of shattering my controller into 1,000 little pieces. Every emotion, every challenge, every triumph, it all rushed back, a testament to the journey I've been on. Every pulse-pounding moment of this high-stakes adventure filled with emotional depth and unrelenting challenge has brought me to this defining moment.
Hold, huh? Thanks for the tip, Ramsey. Marco!
Let's go, baby. Give me the plat.
Marco!
Woo! There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Platinum Trophy for Uncharted 3. We have platinumed Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, boys. We done did it. If you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. I have a feeling that this is going to be a long ass video, so if you guys stuck around for the entire thing, I really appreciate it. If you guys want to follow along as I complete these platinums, I stream the entire playthroughs right here on YouTube as well as on Twitch. I have big plans for platinum content this year, so make sure you guys keep up. Up next, Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy. Let's get it.